Hey everyone, Felipe Vieira here, a front-end designer with 16 years of experience. Today I'm bringing you a really cool video. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, especially in the comments, with a question like, oh, I removed what I did in Bolt there in Louvable. I messed with my machine, worked on something else, but I wanted to go back to Bolt. Is it possible? So today we're going to discuss this. I'll show some steps we can take to minimize it. I have a few announcements for you, okay? The first announcement is that this weekend the survey and research for me to create the course will end, okay? About low code, no code for you in a complete way, how to create a monetizable product from scratch, up to deployment, working with a domain, everything properly set up, okay? So it's important for you to give it a push and try to respond by the end of the week because I will be wrapping it up. Then the first live session will be at the end of the month, okay? At the end of the month, we will have the first live session, okay? We will finalize online roughly how the course will be, okay? And for everyone, okay? So I believe this first live session will be open, okay? I won't do it just for the people who purchased the course, okay? And remember that those who respond will get a 50% discount no matter the amount, all right? So it's important to enter the correct email, okay? Second announcement, my members area is open. Okay, so the members area is open so you can sign up there. To provide greater support for the channel, the memes area will have some exclusive content such as direct access to messages with me to clear up any system doubts you might have and so on. There are several levels of access. The last level is where you can have specialized consulting with me once a month. I can address some very specific questions with you. There it is. And there's a very cheap entry option, just to try to help the channel. So I can bring content, and you will also have access to the automation section. I will bring a lot of automation content with Make, N8N, Zapier, those tools where we can work with webhooks, right? We can deliver many things with zero code, which is very important for those starting in this area who want to create a sellable product but don't know much about working with back-end, persistence, and so on. We can automate many things, many services with these tools, right? And with these tools, we create a complex automation with multiple steps, and we can export it as a template. These templates will be available only to members, okay? The videos on how to do it, I will make them step by step, will continue to be available for everyone. Everyone will be able to watch, follow the video there. It will be functional, okay? But those who want this extra convenience to download the template, just change their own data and start using it. It will be specific to the members area. The third message is for you to comment here, especially on the videos you watch. Your questions. If you like the content, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. Also follow, because it is quite good for my channel, as YouTube understands what people are enjoying and can spread it to more people and bring more people into this no-code, low-code world so we can have more products on the web, more solutions on the web with more affordable prices, and we can distribute this part of artificial intelligence to those who like it, who want to enter the field. So those were the messages. Let's get to the video. Basically, what happens, the boot, I have a video here explaining how to install it. I'll leave it in the card, and we will use Git to update it. Here, I'm on a version, I think, from a month ago. It was the last video I recorded this for you. So let's do a Git status. There are some things in mind that I changed. Okay. But I don't want my branch is 423 commits behind. So it's quite outdated. So I'm going to do a Git stash one. Okay. What am I going to do? These are my modifications. Git, put them aside. Then if I do a Git status, it will say that I'm okay. There's no conflict. Then I'll do a Git pull. What does Git pull say? Git gives me the updates. All right. It updated everything for me that could be updated. Although it's just a little bit more the package. Right. So I don't need to bring it. I can give the command for it to bring some modifications back to this guy here. Okay. So what are we going to do? I'm going to test without them because it might confuse you. All right. We're going to launch it with Docker Compose, okay? In the video I left here in the card, it teaches how to launch it. Is it okay for it to launch properly? Okay. It already gave an error with the env. Find package env. Not fanpack by dotin. Huh. How did it not install dotinf, guys? You need to run another Docker. Therefore, always check the README because sometimes they update something here. Okay. Which is the Git. I don't want to know about Git. It tells you to delete the node modules, but I'm not using it. The PMPM even has the deploy on Cloudflare. Cool. Where is... Let's do a Docker build once more. Again. To update the containers. For us, it's everything we need to launch. And then we will use this guy to launch. Okay. It might take a while. I'll pause until it's done, okay? Done. It's finished. Okay. We will launch with Composer there. All right. Same error. So what do? We will... I'm on the cursor. Okay. We will open the Composer here. Okay. And we will tell it, buddy, we have an error. Error in the build. Docker Composer with Docker became redundant. But all right, it will understand what I meant. All right, let me even enlarge the screen here for you. It finished here, okay. Do you see what it told us? Let's see. It seems there's a dependency issue. Reddit for package M is not installed. Let's make some modifications. First, I will add them as a dependency in the package. Next, it's the modest Docker file to ensure all dependencies are installed. All right. All right. It says to do a Docker compose, but it's already down. Let's remove the old images. It's good that it's deleting all my images. That's good. Then we will rebuild. All right. I've already done the build here with npm run docker build, so we will run it with the compose here, okay? I hope it doesn't complain. It's just that it was... Let's see. Let's do a refresh. Just to make sure it's going. It's slow, huh, folks? I'll just show you right here. It's loading some information right here, see? Wait. Leave it here to be complete. So go back there to Bolt. It seems like it loaded, right? Configurations such as Bolt makes an appearance here in this particular spot, but it's not showing up here at this moment. Guys, what happened? I'm going back here. We will have to define our APKs again. Now it opened. It saved my Anthropic from OpenRouter. They updated and added perplexity too, see? It really does sound cool indeed. Let's see if my Anthropic is working. Raiko, yeah, is not that good. Okay. You have to use Sonnet, but look at the difference. Hike is 25 to 1.25. Sonnet is $3 to 15 with text of 200K. The text is very good. I'll use this one. This is where we are going to use it. Import folder, okay? We are going to choose one of our repos. Let's suppose it's this one. This is the project I created in Bolt. Let's see. The tough part is that I think this guy, I've already installed the node modules, and it's going to upload the node modules. Let me just make sure here that it won't upload the node modules. So folks, when you are uploading, make sure there are no node modules there. Yeah, there isn't. The node modules is the folder that exists when you run npm install, inside the repository. They install all the dependencies, and this is not versioned because the dependency is large, has many files, and you can't send it. So delete it. If you have it, delete it. Upload here. After you use it on the machine, you install it again, okay? I'm going to upload here just to see how it will behave, okay? It's loading over there. Nothing appears. Let's put it here. All right. It's loading here, you see? Via all the items here. The process has successfully completed uploading all the necessary files to the system, and it is now proceeding with the next step, which involves carefully executing the installation of the software components. It's uploading to the local container. It finished uploading the files and is doing the installation. There were no more errors. All right. It's compiling, it said. It compiled the modules. So guys, right off the bat, I did nothing. Just uploaded, and it already worked here. Okay. So, and we have the part with the files, right? All the files we need for the system are here. Okay. So you can do this, right? If you change something directly, locally there, downloaded from Bolt, downloaded from Lovable, altered your machine, and tried to use it in my case and the response was messed up. It can't work with Windsurf Cursor, but I changed some cool things that I wanted to revert back to Bolt, so you can do this, and send it to Bolt. Then you make changes here. The important thing is for you to use Cloud Sonnet to make it somewhat similar to what we have in the Windsurf Cursor and in the Bolt web itself. To make this guy here, you can use the OpenRouter. The OpenRouter is a pool of keys, okay? You add credit to the OpenRouter. You can use various LLMs, whether from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and so on. You can use any of them, and there is a cost, right? You pay their cost there, okay? So basically, you will register on the OpenRouter. You will make the payment, okay. For a credit, if I'm not mistaken, it's $10. You have to add, then depending on which LM you use, it will use more or less credit, okay? See, I have one here especially for Bolt, okay? Let's see how its activity is going. You can also see how the activity is, if it's spending a lot, if it's spending a little. Look, today is the 12th, see? I spent 0.03 cents when I did the upload, so it's little, okay. Let's check. Cloud 3 Raiku. It's on Raiku. There I put Sonnet. Let's see how much it will cost. I don't even know if I have credit there. Let's see. Let's see what we can change here, just to see how the menu looks. In the menu, there needs to be a button to show and hide it. All right. If we go back to the monitor above here, see usage prompts. He mentioned here that it's sending the call to the OpenRouter, right? Let's see how it turned out now. Here, only the menu appeared and it's not doing anything. It might be that I don't have credit there. Let's refresh this here. I don't remember if my credits were already used up here on this one, but they might be finished. No, he just sent the lightning. Let's check the credits. I don't know if I added it. It's negative, that's why it won't work. You come here and make the purchase, then you spend here, or you can go directly to Anthropic. Let me put it here. Not OpenRouter, Anthropic, Cloud Sonic, Cloud Hive. It will open here, Anthropic. But it's the same process. You have to add credits to Anthropic. You add the credit there, it will generate an API that you register there. And it's the same thing. Put in $10, it deducts from your dollar, okay? I can even bring a video for you later, doing a benchmark, like setting up the same system within the Cursor, which we pay $20 monthly, or here within the local bolt.diy, to see which costs more, how much it comes out to, okay? I dare to say that the Cursor is much more cost effective, okay? But we need to measure this and test it properly, okay? So we come here, create a key, okay? Let's create bolted here. Just going back here. Just to generate the key so no one takes a screenshot of my key. But it's Sonic. All right. All right, I've already put it here. Okay, so let's go back. Put it here. Then I'll put the cost there. Then if we go to the top part, it marked here. See, no money. Amcato Anthropic Ultima Audio Sonnet Latest, which is the most expensive one available. Let's see, it's loading there. Loading, if we come here. No. Mother. There are the ashes, all right? Nothing called for now. All right. It's doing. If we go up there. Here. See? Indeed. He already said that. Let me enlarge it for you. See? He already mentioned how many tokens. See? 1,400 tokens. All right. Going back here, let's check the preview. I got the sidebar with the toggle button. All right, where is this toggle button? Huh. Where did he put the Bruton token? Let's find out how much it was. See if it updates immediately. All right. It updated. It was 200,000 tokens. The thing is tough, really. Now let's see prices. Where's the price? Admin keys, logs, limits, billing. Billing is not how much I put. For example, I have $13. And then $15. Uh-huh. I wanted to know the cost. You guys don't talk later. I need to see how to bring the cost to you, okay? Let's see right away. Here it is, streaming request. 37 seconds, okay? But it doesn't say how much I spent, right? Which would be important. Ah, it shows up here in cost. 61 cents. So see, I had it change. Simply over there in the menu. And I paid 601 cents of a dollar today times 6, which is our real. You can see that it gives a reasonable price. So imagine we finish a system from scratch there, how much we are not going to pay. So the cursor abstracts a lot of this for us. I don't know how the integration method works. The sonnet here, but for $20 you can get in calls. Of course, there is a limit of quick calls and then slow calls. But you can be more assertive or use the bolt directly, although the direct bolt also has a limit of tokens per month. Once the tokens are used up, you don't use it. So the cursor would still be the best cost benefit. Okay? And I think that it would be nice for us to make a comparison from scratch, okay? But let's go back there just to see. I didn't see the button to open and close the menu anywhere. Where is it? All right. I'll send another. Please kindly take me out of here so you can see better. Thank you. Thinking. All right, the button is there, but I'll make it more visible. Also leave it in the desktop version. Ah, he left it only on mobile. That's why we weren't seeing it. Okay. All right, he is updating. If we go to see there, he still hasn't shown how many tokens we've spent. Let's see what's here, spot chat. All right. He made an update here. There was a little error here. He made an update here. He self-corrected. Let's see. All right, I literally presented the button, but it's not working. On mobile, it works. On the desktop, it doesn't close, but all right. Let's see. It's right here. I'll give it a little refresh to see how it is. The I-25 then, basically 60 cents per call. You see, it's not that much, but that's using Anthropic Cloud, which is similar to what we have there in Bolt's interface and also in the cursor. And everything else allows us to use local. We can use that free API from Google as well, which happens. They are not as good as Anthropic, but they're coming along. Keep testing until you find something with a good cost-benefit ratio. Then you might ask, but can I create something completely free? Will it be good quality? Good. Hardly. I have to be honest with you. You might see many videos out there, folks, saying create and get rich with a completely local app without using anything. It's difficult, folks. It's difficult to happen. That's because, unfortunately, it consumes a lot of energy costs. So it can't be so. Low cost, close to zero. Unless you invest in a very powerful PC, around 40,000 to 70,000 reais, with a setup with 2 or 3 video cards to run a local LM with a very large context locally. So what is 0.01% of the people who want to enter this area? And then the best entry point that I keep it telling you is the following. Bolt. Free. You don't need to pay. Create a front end via Bolt. Download it on your PC and use the Cursor and Windsurf. Cursor and Windsurf. And pay to use it, okay? Unless you have a lot of patience, okay, to not finish quickly the system you want, if you want to use the free version with its limitations, until it's done, because if I'm not mistaken, the Cursor is monthly, not daily. I think Bolt is daily, so you can do it with Bolt, but the integration with the back is more difficult. So, if you believe in your idea, really want to pivot your idea from scratch, and strongly believe it will work, I say the lowest possible cost is to subscribe to Cursor or Windows, because today Windows is cheaper than Cursor. The entry is $10, so you can manage with $10, which is about 60-something reais per month. You can work well, you can create software from scratch to the back end and front end in a month comfortably. All right, so do that. Bolt free, choose between course, Windsurf pay, and finish the local system. Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you here. Let me just check something here, which is this. All right, here is the code. All right, you see, here is for you to change. Here, all right. Let's SQL settings. You can import chats, export APQS also for you to save, right? All right, providers you can activate and deactivate here, okay? Connection with GitHub. Mine is already connected. Here, it links with your GitHub and checks for updates in the main branch, okay? Of the Bistart template. This is cool. Here too, context HTMG needs to use fewer tokens, okay? Test mental providers. They made the experimental prompts, which is more or less how it works well. Let's see if it works just to check the cost issue. The menu still doesn't open and close on the desktop. Just to see if it reduces the context of what we are using there. Okay. Let's go back there. You see here, the one above, we used a total of 200,000 tokens. Now, we said we want an optimized one to see how much it is spending. Okay, it had given 125, so I'll note that down. Let's see how much it will give. Now, and with the token text, it will give, okay, it is still creating the things here for us. Okay, you see it's not very slow. You're using the same LLM that people use, like the Bolt and everything else. It stays accurate, okay, and fast. All right, it created there. It already did for me how many tokens I spent. Let's just see if it really corrected. I corrected it, but it got buggy. But all right, let's go back up there. We see, and it spent 85,000 tokens. Today it's 624. It's almost 3 times less, 2.5 times fewer tokens than we had spent before. Okay, if we go back there, the part of the Anthropic, we have 1.25. If we update, we will see how much we spent with this last token. We should have spent about 23 cents, I believe. 1.54 is really basically, it spent about 20 something cents. So then By activating those things, we can be a little bit cheaper. Okay, it can even be faster. You saw that, right? Faster. Everything else. The only thing I wanted to see here is the part of the sync with GitHub, which I'm not seeing here. But I will take a look at this feature, right? Because I believe that the sync with GitHub, I believe that we can modify it here and send it to the GitHub, the changes. Then we can do it locally and modify in the cursor. So we can do it with both. Okay. We do a sync so we can modify it here and also modify it directly with the cursor. Got it. Just do the eye. I'll put one in them. Both in Bolt as well as in the course part. So everything stays synchronized, which I think a lot of people like and wanted to have in Bolt. Okay. So basically that's it for today's video. If you liked it, give it a cool like. So that's it. Until next time. Thanks.